I used to feel super guilty when I wouldn't draw every day. Felt like I wasn't working hard enough, or I was wasting my time and my talent and my life. But I've come to realize that sometimes you just can't draw that day. Sometimes art just doesn't work. Like, I have days where everything feels like super stiff and gross, and nothing looks the way I want it to, and dang it, these pages have to go out in like a week. What are you doing? Or like, big life stuff gets in the way, like your cat dies. That messed me up. Bones, don't put that in. And some days you just don't want to work. And like, there's lots of things that contribute to that, you know? Sometimes you're not feeling good, or you're sick. Bones, who's sick and worked all day even though he's sick, and he needs to rest. Right, but sometimes you just don't want to. Sometimes just everything is in the way, like in your mood, in your mind, in your life, and you don't want to do it. And like, sometimes the thing that's stopping you is just drawing's hard and scary, and you don't feel up to it that day. But you know what? That's okay. Feeling that way doesn't not make you an artist. Does that make sense? I hear it a lot. I like to look through like motivational blogs and stuff where they like give you tips on how to like be a cool person who's like super high functioning. But like I hate half the articles because a lot of them have this mindset of like, if you're not working at the thing every day, then you don't actually care about it. And I think that mindset is really damaging. Because one, it's okay to be a hobby artist. I had that whole trip with writing where I was like, I can't be a writer because I'm not a professional writer, so I should give up. But like, it's okay to do art as a hobby, and it's okay to be a professional artist and not draw every day. You're still a professional. Your heart is still in it, and you're still following your dreams. And I think putting like qualifiers in the way is really silly. Do the process that works for you. Not everyone works the same. Sometimes when you push yourself to draw, when you're just not feeling it, you make crappy art that you can't do anything with. So like, I tend to like refer to this as doodling for myself, where I just draw the same face over and over again, same expressions, my default body types and fashion and whatever. Like, stuff where I'm not thinking and I'm not like designing anything. Or like something that's just so bad it's like unsalvageable and I can't fix it or iterate it on or iterate on it anymore to make it good. You know, like pushing yourself to make that stuff. And when I get into that stuff, it's like it wasn't worth your energy sometimes. It would have been better to just go sit down and like read a book and take a break. Or do a different aspect of art, like work on some marketing stuff, or go talk to your cool commenters, answer emails or whatever, you know, important stuff that goes into like being a professional that isn't like doing the drawing. Anyways, but yeah, your process is your own. But all that isn't to say that pushing yourself when you're like dragging your feet to draw is a bad thing, because I need to do that a lot. There are days where I'm dragging my feet, where there's nothing really in my way, there's nothing stopping me, except for like silly self-doubt, and when I start drawing, it alleviates. So like, you need to find your own balance to figure out when this art block is like happening for a reason, or if you're just like getting in your own way, you know? You get me? You gotta figure out what you need in the moment. And yeah, it can be a hard balance too, figuring out like when you should push yourself to draw and when to like just kind of let it be. Because I know sometimes when I'm drawing like horrible, awful stuff sometimes and I'm struggling a lot, it does mean that I'm learning something new and I have to like push through that barrier and learn the thing. It can be super frustrating in the moment, but it usually works out okay. And I know that drawing every day can make you a better artist more quickly, and it can keep you focused on your task. Like this challenge, for example, I've done a lot of comic work, in this kind of like marathon way instead of sprinting all at the end. And it's kept me on top of my projects. I've been able to catch up on some of like the extra bits and bobs, like character profiles and stuff. Not having to focus all my time on just putting out comic pages. So there are definitely benefits to drawing every day. Long story short, you do you. Don't let people tell you you're stupid or bad for doing what you need to do. I think it's okay to draw every day or to not draw every day. Because honestly, through my art journey, I go through like periods of doing either. Sometimes I'll be super driven and draw every single day and have a great time. And some days I won't draw for like, hey Matica, I won't draw for like half a week. Anyways, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!